Okay, so now we're going to do our inexpensive off-camera flash demonstration. I've got my really inexpensive trigger on here, and then you'll see over on the camera I've got, and again this is a mixed situation, I've got a Nikon camera with an Olympus flash with the receiver that's the twin, the matching part of this guy, and I've got the LightSphere collapsible snoot. So, as I explained earlier, we need to put the camera on manual mode and the flash on manual mode. And the reason that is because this is a non-TTL system. So, what do I gain by shooting manual? By shooting manual, I can change the shutter speed here so that I can bring in more of the ambient light or less of the ambient light. And so, I'll just do a couple photos real quick and show you what I mean. So let's take the shutter speed down, to 1/15 of a second. I'm on a tripod. I can do that. So we'll just let a lot more of that rear come in. Now I've got a really nice light. Now let's go in the other direction. Again, because we're on manual, I'm going to take this thing up to 1/250th of a second. Oh, by the way, let me just explain this. When you're in manual mode on this camera, you can wheel it all the way up. It has no idea this thing's on here. You can wheel it all the way up to the top shutter speed, but it'll go past your sync. So if you're taking pictures and you don't see any flash on it, it's because you're past 1/180th of a second or 1/250th of a second, whatever your camera syncs on. So I'm going to take this all the way up to 1/250th of a second at f8, and we'll show you what that looks like. So the difference between 1/250th of a second and the one that I shot at 1/25th of a second is, of course, the background light. That is all controlled by the shutter speed. The aperture is controlled by the manual flash, which is on whatever setting is on. It could be on full power, half power, eighth power, whatever. It's up to you to set it up. You set it up, you got to walk back and forth and test it until you get the flash right. Once you've got the flash exposure right, so it's not overexposed or underexposed, then part B is you will then play with the shutter speed until you get the right mix that you want. And that's basically how to do it. The same thing goes for outside. If you're outdoors, because the snoot capabilities give you so much power focused in one spot, you can go outdoors and shoot at, say, ISO 100, f22. The recycling time is going to be kind of long, but you can certainly do it and then make the sky look almost dark. And that's all possible. So all of these things are possible with a low-cost system. When you get into the radios, high-speed sync, and TTL, there's a lot more accuracy, a lot more creativity, but most of all, it's a lot faster because I don't have to guess and go back and forth. Everything is completely automatic. The exposure's automatic, and then I've got the ability to take the shutter speed, not stopping at 1/180th of a second, not stopping at 1/250th of a second. I can take it all the way up to 1/8000th of a second. So that's what you get when you go with radio. Second thing about radio is that, of course, it's a lower frequency, so it'll go around corners, and it won't get blocked. So, but basically, this is a very low-cost system. All I've added to the system is the Gary Fong snoot, the power snoot, or the LightSphere collapsible snoot, and then these inexpensive Yongno or whatever they are, these inexpensive flash triggers, and I've got the ability to have results like you see here. Okay, thanks. Okay, cool.